Hey guys, how's it going? Putting together a daily report card video for today just to show my trades. Condensing it down. I'm going to try to add pictures of my actual charts at the end and talk about it real quick. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. There's the opening bell. So market kind of took off. There wasn't much going on except for really GME and AMC and CANF was taken off. Wasn't interested. Everything was kind of going the other way. So I didn't do much in the beginning. My first trade actually was, and I'll have to show you later when I pull it up on the screen because it's not here, is GME, and I kind of fat fingered and got in too early. I just hit the wrong dollar amount, and so then I stopped out, but I missed on my stop because it went up so quickly. But it went right to the line where I wanted to, so I got right back in and had a really good trade, and then played the bounce on GME as well. So that was a pretty good trade this morning. So here we are, and nothing much is happening. I think my GME trade's coming up and won't be here. I did not touch SGLB. I did not touch SYPR, ENVB. I only traded SVRA, CANF, and AMC. And right there, that was GME, which I'll show in a little bit. It's cut down, so it'll be condensed. It's at 23 minutes. Kind of wanted it shorter than that, but what can I do? A little bit of a lull right here. You'll hear me. I'll be getting out of GME real fast. I'm trying to stop out right now. Didn't quite work. Yeah, so just watch for a few minutes. I'm not trading much on the screen yet, and hopefully it'll hit soon. CANF I still am not interested in. And I know SVRA was going, I think the other one was SSA. They're all kind of going up, and I was waiting for the money to leave, and there's a big red candle right there on CANF. I think I get in at 4 here pretty quick. And I'll be looking for a bounce on AMC. There's my GME I'm in. Yeah, I take 4 on CANF on the next red volume candle. My thought process is I was going to scale at 4, 410, 420, and my stop would have been above high of the day, pre-market high of the day. I would have not gone up that candle wick to 440. I would have taken 430 probably would have been my stop, or was my stop. I'm still just watching, but it should pop in right now. Yeah, on this candle, as it pops up, I get in at 4. Boy, I was a little slow today. See, that's the problem with not having fantasies out. Although you didn't want to on this one because it went up. But there you go. I put a order out for 4. Didn't realize it was still above it. So I got in a little higher than 4. AMC, I'll be looking for a bounce. And here comes an order. That's the GME. You give it a little more time, I will bring the GME and SVRA charts into here. I don't know why I didn't do it right away. I apologize. But I like CANF. I mean, I like what's going. I'll probably pay myself here pretty quick. I think I go around 375, 380. I'm looking at AMC. Time to maybe get into that one as well. I get in around 325 on AMC. I'm just following GME and what it's doing. Felt like today was almost a Monday. I was taking it so cautious. Man, CHEK just went straight down, didn't it? Didn't hit my line, didn't take it. It was close. Man, I guess I should have been a little more flexible. Oh, there I got it. AMC. After the two red volumes, the big red candles, I felt that AMC and GME was going down. I figured this was toast. I was pretty confident with this going down, so I felt comfortable taking this trade. That was a GME trade or SVRA. I'll go over those in a few. I'm really like a CANF. I mean, that's just a great trade. I think I got in my head. I got a little greedy, but so I came back and took some off to pay myself. I'm pretty sure at 375. Little double top on ENVB. Oh, no, it's going. New high. Just wasn't interested in any of the monkey games today. GME is such a piece of shit. I don't know what they're doing with all those. See, yep, there's the 375. I also have a bit of a internal clock that if I haven't paid myself after a few minutes, I start getting antsy. So I look to say, okay, let me take some off to pay me, and then let the rest ride. AMC's working out great. It's going down. I bet you I take a cover here pretty quick. Let me look. No, my first cover is just around 2526. Oh, that was a great trade. So 12.5, I got in at 12.30 or 13.30. What is it? 80 cents? That's not bad for a day's work, right, guys and gals? So on CANF, I still have some on. I didn't take it all off, and I was looking to add here on the bounce up. All right, well, this is my third time voicing over this section because I keep muting myself and forgetting. So, AMC, I just covered some AMC, or no, got shorted AMC on the bounce at 1305. I'm going to show you my GME and SVRA charts are going to come in a second, and I'll describe them. What a dork. God, this stuff's all just kind of foreign to me. Okay. So I'm going to make sure I don't hit the mute button. Boy, AMC is back down again. What time is it? Noon. I don't know about that. Let me say goodbye to one of my tabs. Okay, so we have a trade coming up. What's going on? Okay, I'm in AMC. I'm still in CANF. I'm going to put some orders on for a bounce, though. That's what I'm kind of looking at. Problem is, it's getting close to 10 o'clock. I'm not a big fan of trading past 10:15. It's just not worth it. And I'm way up on GME right now and AMC, to be honest. So I'm looking to add CANF at 375, trying to get that bounce. My thought process is I really thought CANF was going to tank down. And it actually does. I mean, it's at $3 a share now at noon, but I thought it would really go before then, and it never did. I got one more trade coming up. I think I hit the 375 here, and then we pull in the other screens of GME and SVRA, and I'll catch you up on those trades. Okay, here goes the 375 on CANF. Pretty excited at this point. Oh boy, hold on. I'm going to have to pause the darn dog. All right, sorry about that. I had to take care of the dog. All right, so now the GME chart and the SVRA chart I'm going to put in here. I don't know why I didn't do it from the beginning, but let me bring it up to speed. Is the GME, the trade, is first thing this morning. I knew I wanted to trade it. I wanted to get in around 210, 220, 200 if it was really kind of laboring and not much volume. But I was messing around trying to get an order in up at 210, and I fumbled and I hit it incorrectly because I'm not used to typing 210 in for a short. I think I hit 110 or something. So I got in right away. Didn't want to be in. Then I'm trying to stop myself out. I put a hard stop in. It passed it because I didn't get it in time because it was moving so fast. So I hit my get the fuck out button. Boom, done, out. And I said, well, this is where I wanted to get in. So I put a bunch of shares in and had a great trade from 210 down to that's 206 area, 204 area, and then down at 196 area. It was a great trade. I mean, can't ask for much more. Then when the bounce came back, I hit and got another $8 a share, and it really made my day. I mean, to me, that was a pretty good trade. That thing just moves a ton. Yes, I missed a whole bunch of it on the downside, but you know what? You never know with that thing. But I was happy with my trade. And then SVRA was one that took off, and I felt once it hit some good red volume there, I was okay with it. I was comfortable. I said, well, I'm going to try at around 307. And I think even Alex mentioned it, is he was going to do that. And my thought process was, I'm going to do 307, 10 cents all the way up. And my stop was going to be around 360, which is high of the day, because I felt this was done and toast. And my goal now, because now it's getting a little later, this trade's been on for a while, my goal is like, you know what, 280, we're getting close to zombie time. I want to get out. You'll still have to see that soon here with CANF as well. It's getting close to the end of the day, right? It's starting to tank again. I want to start covering and paying myself and getting out of these trades. So you see my order come on at 350, 351. I change it to just to pay myself. And then you'll see I'll put 340, 343, and I'll just get out of the trade because it's close to zombie time. I don't mess around with zombie time, especially when I'm up for the day. I close up shop. I mean, could I be trading right now? Yes. A couple of my tabs are. But I'm up for the day, and what would happen is I would end up taking my gains and say, well, shoot, I can just gamble this because I didn't have it this morning. And that's just not the right mentality. The mentality you want is this is your job and you want to pay yourself every day. I mean, look at GME. It's tanking. I'm out, but it is what it is. I'm done with that. So SVRA, I'm still waiting for it to tank, and it's not. I'm trying to get out of CANF. You see 341 popped up. You'll see 3 in a row. I just go boom, boom, boom. I said, I'm done. And I just locked that trade up. Yeah, here it comes. What I am going to do at the end, I don't know if it's still recorded in the beginning, because I've re-recorded myself 3 times, is at the end of this, I'm going to, oh, there we go. So I paid myself on CANF again. I'm going to try to put my charts at the end of this, because I want to grade it as my daily report card and just kind of show my thought process with all the charts up. I'm going to try it. It's going to be something new. I've never done that. We'll see how it goes. You guys can tell me if you like it or not. Shoot, maybe no one's even watching these things. How do I know, right? All right, there we go. CANF is done. Great little trade. I mean, it's not a home run, but it's at least a double. I mean, that's a nice trade. You can make a living doing that simple trade every day. And again, I believe that that was Alex. Oh no, SVRA was. Alex had the lines in that, but SVRA was definitely Alex when I hit that. So it's getting late in the day. I'm starting to get pretty antsy. I want to get out of my trades. I'm up really big on AMC. I'd still like to get that 12.6, and I see GME is tanking, red. So I'm kind of thinking that AMC is going to do that. Oh, and there it goes. So I'm getting happier about that trade. And I leave a portion on, to be honest, to fade it as well. And I try to put that together. So SVRA, though, goes the other way. It hits my next bullet. It's like, oh, boy. I'm already thinking, all right, maybe I should take 327, 337 off and just stop out. I'm down a couple bucks. Maybe it's time to move on. But I stick with it in my mind. It's like, all right, we're still right there at VWAP. I bring my stop up to 302. That gives me 10 cents on the trade. And it's like, you know what? I'll take my 10 cents and run. Problem is it bounces off that 302 about 10 times. And then look, GME's heading down. What is AMC doing? Same thing. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm going, this is a great, great trade. And look at that. SVRA stops out. I take my orders off. I'm done. And yes, it does tank more, but you know what? Who cares, right? Oh, oh my goodness. No. Musa, no. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that, guys. My little dog, he hears anything and he just barks. I don't know what his deal is. I'm in the process of moving, so we're in a new location right now until we move, and he's all wound up. There could be a leaf in the outside blowing in the wind, and he would bark right now. So I took those off. I'm done with those two trades, GME and SVRA, and here at the end I'll try to do it. But here's my fade. AMC, you're going to see the first one hit, and I put some on it, and then I just kind of fast forward to where I get out for the next one, and I leave a little portion on. So I had quite a few shares on this thing. I think I bring my stop down to like 13 and let the last little bit of shares just run. There it goes. It hits, and that's really really the end. I mean, I don't know if you're going to get the... See, I take that off. So I put a OCO order on. I think that's really it. You're not going to get to see really the end. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this and stop and go to the other stuff. Okay, so here are my three charts. We have GME, CANF, AMC, and SVRA. And I just wanted to show you where my thought process was on these charts. I have the 210 and 220s where I wanted to be. I had mechanical, technical error. I got in too fast. There was too much volume in the morning. I hit the wrong button. I was trying to put a 210 order in. I hit 110 and I filled. Had to stop out. Had to get my the stop actually went through once trying to get out, so I had to get the F out button. Got me out. Then my 210 was aligned. I wanted to scale 210, 220, so I did that and had a great trade. I mean, I took 6 cents or 6 cents. I took $6 and $14 on the trade. Yes, it dipped further, but I don't care. It was a great trade. Paid me well. And then I hit the dip where I was going to add at 205 and or 195 and 200. And it went up, hit it, and came down immediately. Gave me a good from 195 to like 185, and I said I'm done. I took the $10 and said, "Yep, that's good. That's good enough trade. I'll walk away." I give this trade probably like a B. It wasn't perfect, but it was a good trade. It's just GME just moves a ton. Next we have SVRA. In the morning, I had lines at 252, 270, and then I had to readjust them. Oh, sorry, let's go to CANF. I'm recording. The recording didn't take. So I had lines out after the open of 4 to 420. I liked those lines, but I just didn't like the way everything was moving this morning. I waited for that big candle, and volume looked red on the volume. I said, you know what, time to hit it. I hit it at $4, covered around 370, left some on, got back in to add it because I really thought this was going to tank. It just got too close to zombie time. I mean, there's 10, almost 10:15, so I was covering up, as you saw in the video. Yes, I could have faded it all day, but it just didn't matter. It was a good trade, good single. Paid myself well on that. The next one we have is SVRA. I had lines down at 250 and 270 in the morning, and it just went right parabolic straight up. It was a hot chick. I didn't even want to look at it. I had different lines set up later in the day once it went up that way. I think Alex mentioned right around $3. I tried to get in before that. I wanted 310 all the way up to 350, stop above 350. It hit. It just stayed there. I got another bullet on. It never really tanked down. It was taking up too much time, so I put a cover on finally for 10 cents and got out. Yes, it tanked, but you know what? It could have zombied as well. You just got to be careful in these markets right now. I'm okay with that. It's a single. I mean, it's still 10 cents. Made some money on it. Last trade I really liked was AMC. Get the mouse to move over. There we go. It was a really good trade. It's following GME. It had the big, it started off red. So I hit the bid and, got an immediate tank down. I covered some for a big win, then added to it. And then I covered later in the day at the same spot, around 1260. And then I kept a small portion on just to fade for the whole day. And I set the stop at 13, which would still make me some money, but I just felt if it went to 13 above VWAP, it could go wherever. So I did it. It did stop me out. Looks like I didn't really pay attention. I was doing this video. It stopped me out around 315, 310. But so what? It was still a good, nice trade. I'm getting better at this, guys. I hope you liked it. This was kind of my video daily recap report card thing, and I hope you think this is worthwhile. Let me know if you think it's good. Hey, thanks. Have a great day, and chat with you later.